All right. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Hi, Papa Bear. It's your daddy, and I love you so much. And it's probably bedtime for you right now, so I'll read you a story. Okay? Okay. The Three Little Pigs. Once again, the Three Little Pigs. Perfect. All right. Hello. Hey, so I just like have it in my ear, right? Or do I gotta talk into it like, hey, hey, what's up? What's up, Mike? I wanna be like Mike. Okay. The Three Little Pigs. Sí. Sí, señorita. Okay. One day Mother Pig told her three little pigs that it was time for them to go out into the world and make their own way. The first little pig met a man with a bundle of straw. The pig bought some straw to build a house. Soon a wolf knocked on his door and said, little pig, let me come in." And the little pig said, "Not by the hair on my chinny chin chin." Inside his straw house, the wolf said, "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in." The wolf huffed and he puffed and he blew the house in. The wolf blew that house away, and the pig had to hold on to his hat and go into the sky. He farted, actually, farted in the middle of the air, like it just lifted him up, and then he landed on his butt, and he had a band-aid on it for like a week, but he was okay. Then the second little pig bought sticks from the same man and built his house with them. It wasn't long before the wolf came along knocking, and he said, little pig, let me come in." "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin," squealed the second little pig. "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house in," said the wolf. The wolf huffed and he puffed and he blew the house in. He blew so hard that he blew away the second little pig too. This little pig peed on himself. He was so scared. So scared. Now, the third little pig met the same man and bought a load of bricks. The pig built a very sturdy house, and soon the wolf was pounding on his door. Little pig, let me come in." And the little pig turned around and mooned the wolf and said, "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin," squealed the third little pig. And he said, "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down." The wolf huffed and he puffed and he huffed and he puffed some more, but he could not blow the little pig's house in. The angry wolf made up his mind to have the third little pig for dinner. He thought up a plan. "Little pig," he said, "I know where there is a nice field of turnips." "Oh, where?" said the little pig. "At the farmer's house. Farmer Brown. I'll take you there at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning." The little pig agreed, but he was too smart for the wolf. He got up at 5 o'clock in the morning, got the turnips, and was back in his house when the wolf arrived at 6. "Little pig, are you ready?" he asked. "Ready," scoffed the pig. "I've already gone and come back with lots of turnips." The wolf was very angry that he had been tricked, so he tried to trick the pig again. "Little pig," he said sweetly. "Oh no, little pig," he said sweetly. "I know where there's a tree full of juicy apples." "Where?" asked the pig. "In Granny Smith's garden," said the wolf. "I'll come for you tomorrow at 5 o'clock in the morning, and we'll go together." The little pig woke up at 4 o'clock and went off to find the apples. The wolf also got up at 4 o'clock, but the pig was not home. The wolf went to the apple tree and seen him. The little pig was just about to come down from the tree and with some apples when he saw the wolf below. The little pig was very frightened. The wolf came close and called up to him. "My, you're up early," said the wolf. "How are the apples?" The pig thought quickly. "Delicious," he said. "Why don't you stand back and I'll throw one down to you?" The wolf took a few steps back. The little pig tossed up the apples as far as he could. He threw the apples so far that he was able to scoot down the tree and run away. The little pig was safely home before the wolf found the apples that he had thrown. Back at his little brick house, the pig made applesauce and apple pie, and he still had plenty of apples left to eat. In the meantime, the wolf was furious that he'd been tricked again. He thought he was trickier than any little pig, and his little pig had tricked him too many times. This little pig did, at least. So he thought until he thought until he came up with another plan. Look at the apple pie. Apple pie. The next day, the wolf went over to the little pig's house and said, "Little pig, there is a fair in town today. Let's go together. I'll come by for you all three at three this afternoon." The little pig agreed, and you will not be surprised that the clever pig started out early for that fair. He enjoyed all the sights and sounds and smells of the fair, but he didn't want to stay too long. The little pig wanted to go home before the wolf showed up to the fair. The little pig was on his way home with a barrel he had bought from the fair when he saw the wolf coming up the hill towards him. The tricky little pig crawled into the barrel to hide. When he did, the barrel started rolling down the hill with the little pig in it. The barrel rolled over and over, gathering speed, and on its way down the hill straight for the wolf. The strange sight frightened the wolf so much that he ran right home. The wolf went to the little pig's house the next day. "Little pig," he said, "I was going to meet you at the fair yesterday. What happened?" Wait a minute, that's not what he says. Okay, cut. Okay. The wolf went to the little pig's house the next day. "Little pig," he said, "I was going to meet you at the fair yesterday when all at once the most frightening thing came rolling down the hill. I ran straight home." The little pig laughed and said, "Ha ha, it was I that frightened you. I was in the barrel." Oh my. Okay. The wolf was very angry, and he learned that the little pig had frightened him so with the little barrel. He made up his mind right then and there that he would eat the little pig for dinner that very day. "Little pig," roared the wolf, "I am going to eat you for dinner today. I may not even have been able to blow your house in, and I may not have been able to trick you, but I'm going to come down the chimney and get you now." With that, the wolf leaped up on the roof. "Here I come, little pig," he snarled down the chimney. But the smart little pig had hung a pot of full water over the fire. The wolf tumbled down the chimney right into the big pot of boiling water, and the pig quickly put a heavy lid on the pot. And that was the end of the wolf. The little pig lived happily ever after. The end. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Big bad wolf, big bad wolf. Who's afraid of the big bad wolf? Big bad wolf, not me. I don't know. I'm a dork. The end. I love you, son. Mwah.